and the grass suffers and the ground shakes. Take their turns on pressing issues like your day every Monday to Friday. Please watch.
A very good evening to you. Welcome to 2025. Well, a big shout out to everyone. It's a situation room. My guest today is waiting, is on standby. It's going to be a very session, where certain concern are within that period. One of the things that really caught my fancy situation, yes, concerned leaders wrote an open letter to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I mean, there were people like of information as well, Frank Nwenke Jr. and a few other people. They made references to the number of people that have been killed in Benue State, in Zamfara, Plateau State, Katsina, and that have literally been taken over by bandits. And one of the issues that deepened, they also talked about between Russia and Ukraine in the last few years, and it's not even up to maybe half of what the people that have been killed in Basharu, Isa, Ismail Ahmed, Honorable Dr. Mandela Osman. You know what? Enough is enough. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu secured the country. And, you look at the numbers, you look at certain indices, these issues left and right. But for every single country to investors, when every single day they open the pages of newspapers or the farmers that have been killed, villages that have been attacked, is a very busy man, almost always engaged. But today, at the party of the late for presidential infrastructures, we also look at one of your very busy schedule to be on the show with me today.
Thank you very much.
All about some of the things you've written about the state of the economy, your position, your opinion, and I will tell you for a fact that on the show today, I will pulling this conversation out of your thoughts. Let's start from here. The principal responsibility people, whether they voted for you or they don't vote for you, as long as you first, more than anything else, protect those people. Let's start from the state of them. There's a flat exchange rate, foreign exchange is stable, this is going on. But if the people to protect our people has failed in any other responsibility, over and over again, why are we struggling to win this battle?
With sincerity of purpose. And you don't have to believe me, because I really don't say anything has the capability to defeat the insurgents. So if he's right, I'm sure you remember when Commodore, and the facts are very clear. The facts are very clear. You would say that a man like the armed forces are not neutral. They are conniving with the bandits that are killing citizens. Your armed forces are killing your citizens. This man doesn't know what he's saying. Will you also say that Commodore Lawuni doesn't know what he's saying? Will you also say that retired judge issues? We have previously presented our evidence that the ruling party, the convicted terrorists, to people in government. So the government, but the government cannot be trusted. That's against organization. So how much more evidence do you want? So is it that we are so stupid that we don't know that to wake up somebody who is sleeping? That is completely Kawu, who was one of the founders of the ruling party, said that the importance by all these authorities, Commodore Kunle Olawuni is a general. So if you take all this information, Alhaji Kawu Baraje, that the ruling party imported the terrorists, we see it, they say we are opposition. That's why we are saying it. Okay. Until everybody.
And the tone of this conversation today, it's a Monday, and I think this is what we at the opposition will look at the economy. I will look at your ambition. Yes, the last time you had all of that. But let me come back to some of the things that you have said right now. You've listed, fighting this battle are not exactly, within this whole operation, idea or maybe a feeling that has now brought up issue of banditry, kidnappings, armed dressing, or maybe religious cleansing now, because it looks like it's a battle of over 15, not even the administration of President Tinubu alone. We had a retired general that we thought was going to end this insecurity, and for 8 years missed. But we seems to have administrations have continued to repeat, and that has brought us to where we are.
That ties okay that recently said when he goes to interface, when he was governor, clear. I don't know how much more evidence we want to security. There's not.
In equipment, he's not fighting insecurity.
What? Deceit. I remember his name, APC on the army. He said that all the money is for the media, is to raise the tree. Then the media will turn around and say, we lost the pretend. Everybody knows. I didn't say that. They are leading. In fact, the most powerful of their leading ruling party. Yes. He was the chairman of the new PDP, which was the faction that divided, and then one of their leading governors, Rᴏᴏ, told you that they know the people, that security operatives accompany him. What other information are you looking for? Then, always to people in government. So, if you are looking for another evidence, it means that you are just as insincere as the government itself. We voted, we have the results. INEC will go and announce a different thing. Then we will say we went to
willpower. And it's a word or a sentence or a phrase. The first thing that comes to my mind is this: why do people in political office lack the governor as a local government chairman? So the interpretation of that constitutional responsibility is equal to the political willpower. That means the constitution says you are a governor, political willpower. It's going to be a long conversation on the show today on 3600-0410. That would the national security. How did we get to where we are? Where it looks like we have a government that can fight insecurity, that can bring some safety on different occasions. Dr. Martin Onovo, good to have you. Man lacks political will, his holder. He's already backed by the coming to you. And how does he affect everyone in this country?
Do you realize that? Because he didn't go to the police station. So that's how he collected it. Now, those people that have the election, do you think you can really go against me? Who lose the so-called constitutional power? And which one? The Congress has 10 ministers. My friend, what we're dealing with is total lawlessness. You are talking about constitution. So we can continue to think that we can do the wrong things and get the right answer. Breach the rules, there are consequences. Man is rules. And the rule is very clear. Answers, and journalists will keep asking us the same questions for 50 years, between 80. It's the same story you are still telling, because it's always something to talk about. And they talk. And you keep moving backwards, then you stabilize backwards.
Is would identify the pro as our part in contributing deceit. You've talked about corruption. I mean, I've been privileged to stay in several villages comes up, investigate this killing. Our law does not exact as much as you would expect them to do in terms of fighting into intelligence gathering in this country. It's a lot of money.
Security agencies, I will not want to do that. Because authority is commander-in-chief. That person who is commander-in-chief promised you something. So, if he promised you security and there is no security, the logic is simple and clear. Let me tell you, Inspector General of Police, Air Staff, they are all agents of the commander-in-chief. That's it. You can be sure they will not do anything. That is leadership. So once you fix the leadership, all these problems go away. Then to fix the leadership problem. Thank you.
Okay, so that would be maybe in the course of the show we'll still come back to it. Now, very recently you granted an interview where you said that there's not a single political party that can wrestle power. The People's Democratic Party, the former vice president, had resigned from the party, and he had indicated that he's going to come and also, ask questions about the credibility of the people driving the coalition. Former president of the Senate, former governor and speaker, former of these people on the platform of the ADC as a coalition.
Well, are two sides of the same coin. If they become a triplet of devils, that's what I'm saying. Who is David Mark, former minister of APC government? And these that go to the in fact, what I said is very clear. What I said, all the existing, It's also not a party controls INEC. Cannot come to play. They need 50% support in Nigeria. Just sample. So it's when you start expanding this, really handle that even online, nationally. That means, but listen now, if you have 10 other parties, go against them. So the arithmetic is clear. It is that the opposite, there is a need for should come either as an alliance position, and that is what we are working at.
Okay, so you don't, Novo, you obviously kind of feel like maybe the ADC is also an
Mark. I cited Arebeshola.
Okay, so how do you 2026 is the point that needs to be how do I put it now?
For one, there's enough time. This is not, we have already started. But in a democracy, it takes a while. And I'm telling you, it is going to be reconciled. Because the reality of the Nigerian situation...
What direction do you think the consensus was needed? And one of the things, prior to the 2023 election, the INEC released this. So let's assume that the established PDP and the Labour Party and about in the election, are those a workable market for the, I say
don't worry about it. It's not because it's not correct, but it's going to change. Why will anybody come out to vote when he knows the vote will not count? After his does not count. So does it make any sense to come out to vote? It's not about the people have generally always made the right decision, including
Novo. You can't exactly back that claim up because the numbers were challenging.
And look at Rivers. Since you face facts, the BBC published that. Why did you not see it? Why do foreigners always see what you don't see in your own country? What was their position? Up to today, I challenge you. Give us the details woefully. Woefully. What do you mean? The facts are very clear. We cannot. Naira was committed to do the right thing. Not only putting everybody is doing the wrong thing. I will pay the Irev and the Beavers to do election. We have been doing election before without Beaver. You vote as politicians. There's what you call from. When I'm talking, I talk with us read. I cannot prove it. Bring the from FCA, you will see. I have some of them. I collate from all the local governments. I can see what happened. And I collate with evidence. The only thing I may not have collated, 15 they did not get. Labour Party cleared the whole of Lagos, cleared the rivers, cleared the door, cleared all over the place.
Dr. Martin Onovo, now, I know for one that the head of the political desk here, I was at the INEC presidential election, right?
Hold on, yes, hold on. Let us see the from FCA. That's what in court, they withheld it. Even when it was subpoenaed. You cannot show it. If you show it, the government collapses.
Okay, and one particular sector that affects Nigerians on daily basis, and that is the state of the Nigerian economy. And I mean, you've been someone that is grounded in that field.
Back to the same issues: lack of political will into institutions. It's that simple. Now, like I said, from the moment you tamper with my production, I will know. I have said that before. Once it's tampered with, you see it. It's almost immediate. It's suddenly. If it's the tank they are tampering with, we have what we have called hydrostatic tank gauging supervisory control, and they show in your control room. So you can't do anything without. The last major vessel that was caught, but the neighboring country intercepted it. Do you know what's an oil tank? This is the nonsense things we tell the public, and the media celebrates them. Instead of the media to convict them, my friend, you and I cannot do bunkering. Do you want to go back to African pride, empty African pride? So that you cannot guard one vessel? My friend, please stop this. And it is the custody of the Navy. And then the products disappeared. I'm putting African 1 year to retirement, we are asked to retire. That's what happened now. So what you have are corrupt people, and we say that they are the serious candidates. Did you ask him the source of his money? 660 serious candidate. This is the serious candidate. Nobody should go and land. I'm just talking about. Nobody is asking him that. Why? Because you lost. Tinubu knows he lost. Babangida has confessed.
The highest court of the land has upheld that election. The tribunal till the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court upheld elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I will have to just keep that conversation on that space. Now let's go back.
No. You cannot compel me to accept it. I wanted to clap for you because you have given a very brilliant national chairman of the NJC exposed the same court that's citing. Why can't you cite one clean authority? You are citing rubbish authorities. The same court. That's why we are where we are. We continue telling this life. We continue going deeper. Are you sure you're a Nigerian?
Obviously.
Okay, we are here. I will clap for you.
We're talking about. Now that we've established all of these issues, if you speak to an average Nigerian, they will tell you that, for us, let's be specific about the things that we want changed in the electoral laws. I know how much Nigerians celebrated at the election, and going into the 2023 election, there were high hopes that the election could deliver maybe something close, exactly the way Nigerians expected it. There were cases of, electoral malpractices, overvoting here and there, but enough. What would you think we should prioritize, Dr. Martin Onovo, when Sean should remove the power to appoint INEC from the president, or use their PVCs from everywhere? But from your own more experienced opinion, what
you will find it valuable. No system, including people like me, we celebrated the 2020 Electoral Act was passed. I decided to vote. Why did I go to vote? I want to. If after you vote, can see the results in
real time.
Yes, and I can see from my laptop or my phone who did it. Many people did it and published their results in social media. Then the BBC did something similar and published a report. If you vote like was provided in that Electoral Act, and there and then the results are compiled in the poll, then you say, I was there. They collected it. False. Bring the polling unit. There was no voting at collation center. Voting ended at polling. You collect at area collation centers. You collect at local government. So once I read it at the area headed, was at the polling station you get. Then they cooked up their numbers and told a lie. This can go to IRF. Go and check Rivers. Start adding up. It's a lot of work. Woefully. The same woeful way they lost Lagos. Why did they not rig Abuja? Because that is where most of the foreign observers were, president. You think I don't know what? I'm sorry. Journalists, you people, you overrate yourself. Lost in Asoro. And you think they won in River? They lost in Asoro. They won Asoro.
Subjective. So I'm duty bound to represent.
You are duty bound to respect facts.
Exactly. Available before me. The fact available before me as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, when he picked up the